Okay, let's go through answer key for today. Today's question is asking you to review 1B. So let's start off with right there with review 1B. When Jane exercises on an elliptical machine, her initial heart rate is 90 beats per minute. She warms up at this rate for 5 minutes. Then over the next 5 minutes, she gradually increases to 150 beats per minute. And then she maintains that rate for 15 minutes before gradually decreasing back to her original heart rate at the end of the workout. So again, what we want to do then is match up the, let's see here, identify the independent and dependent quantities, and they determine which graph models the scenario. So that's what we're trying to do as I was reading that. Okay, so on letter B then, the independent and the dependent, as we read back through there, we're talking about your heart rate, which is beats per minute. So we have time, which in terms of minutes. And then our dependent is going to be then our heart rate. And a rate is in something per something, which in this case is beats per minute. Okay, so she warms up, and she warms up at this rate for 5 minutes. So your heart rate should start going up, okay? So as I look at that, all right, what I should notice here is you're warming up then, okay? You got a heart rate, warms up, you're not really exerting yourselves, you're just kind of stretching and whatnot. So as you start to get going here, it looks like it's going to be either A or B. It doesn't dramatically just shoot up and increase, okay? So a warm-up is nice, kind of slow going here to get your heartbeat going. So I don't think it's going to be graph C. Then after that, it says she gradually increases to 150 beats per minute. So that's an increase. So as soon as I think of I warm up and I really start to increase, it should be shooting up. And then she maintains that rate for 15 minutes. So maintains that rate means it should be constant. So I should have a graph that's going up then, should be maintaining, so it's constant. And then it starts to decrease back to her original heart rate. So then it starts to go down to her original heart rate. So based off of that, it's going to be graph A, okay? Graph B is not it. So we are doing graph A. Where things go, the independent is your time, and your dependent, oops, not dependent, your dependent is going to be your heart rate, which is the Y, which is in beats per minute, okay? So we, right here, we warmed up, then we increased, and then we maintained, which is called constant. Then we decreased down to our original heart rate. Then I asked you to do number 3, evaluate the expression. So as we've done some evaluations, we substitute in Z as -1. So Z is -1. Okay, and then we do our order of operations. First thing I notice is I got 6 times -1, and then on the other side, I've got inside parentheses. So that's fine for us to do at the same time. 6 times -1 is, well, -6, plus that 5 comes on down, because now we're going to take care of the inside. It is a -2, I forgot the 2. -2 times -1, -2 times -1 is what, +2. And I still get parentheses to take care of. So 2 minus 7 is -5. Now we're doing multiplication. I got to do multiplication before I can touch that -6 again. So 5 times -5. And -6 minus 25 is -31. Alrighty.